Hi friends, it's Kim back, and today I'm here just to share with you a super quick technique. I am currently working on some cards that I'll be sharing with you guys over the weekend, and while I had this mess right here on my desk, I wanted to pop on and just do this video. So I have a 8.5 by 3.5, which is going to be a card front that I will attach to a slimline card, and I'm working with this beautiful Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide ink, and this is just a blending brush that I picked up from Amazon, and these are fabulous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put some base color down. And it doesn't matter if this is smooth. It doesn't matter if it has darker spots or swirls in it. I'm just laying down a base layer. And so all I'm doing is tapping that in. Tapping a little over here. And then I'm just going to start just in a swirly motion. And I know that's going to make my camera shake, and I'm sorry. And I'm just putting down just some base color. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be smooth. I don't want it to be smooth. I don't want it to be perfect. I'm okay, because this is going to end up being a background. And although I'm not going to show you the full finished card right now, I just want you to get the gist of the technique, so that when I show the card over the weekend, you'll be like, oh man, that's how she created that background. And all I'm doing is just smoothing out. That's all I'm going to do there, okay? I'm just going to set this stuff to the side. And now what I did to get this mess, I took my Distress Oxide and just patted it down on the mat to put some color down on the mat. And then I just used my misty bottle and misted in some water until it was good and wet. This is just a sheet of acetate that our gems come on. And all I'm doing is just picking up some of that color and that water, and this is called smooshing. And all I'm doing here is just tapping this down, and I can get as much or as little as I want. And I'm just adding that directly to. So you see why it didn't matter if it was completely blended out or not. And now this is going to create a background for me. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move that over to the side for a second. And I reuse these little, I use any kind of packaging for my smooshing technique. These little pieces that your bling come on are perfect for cards. They are absolutely wonderful for cards. And this is how I end up with this ink all over me, guys. But it's fun. It's a fun process. And this Peacock Feather is beautiful. We have a new one, Mermaid Lagoon, but don't ask me why. I haven't ordered that one yet. It would be absolutely beautiful for the card that I'm making. And now all I'm going to do is just spritz this off just to make sure it's clean. And what I'm doing is I'm giving that card just a minute to dry so that I can do some water misting on the card. Okay, and now I'm going to pull that card back in. And all I'm going to do now is just take my mister and just kind of hover above and just mist on some water, and then I'm going to lay it off to the side to dry. And that is going to be a background for a slimline card that I will be sharing with you later this weekend. While I had that mess, I wanted you to see, and I'll pop in some that I've already done. So there's one. Here is one where I was just experimenting with how much of that smooshing I wanted. And this one, I used the bigger blobs of the smooshing. And I think I really like how that one turned out. And then, now these are not dry yet, so I'm going to let them dry. This one has a little less. And then this one, what I did is I did the smooshing first and came back and put the layer of ink on top and then did the water drops. I think that probably, these two are my favorite so far. But I'm just going to let them dry. And then I will be back later this weekend to share with you this fabulous card idea that I have. I'll see you soon. Happy scrapping.